show off, fellas, in a big way.
The Jericho
This one has got
Appreciation
damn
Society,
good person.
the epitome of sports entertainers.
Chris Jericho. It seems like the Jericho Appreciation Society all might not be well for them, Tony.
It seems they always have problems. And when you got a guy like Chris Jericho, Lionheart Chris Jericho, if you will, at the helm with his ego, you are going to have some problems. He said he wanted Daniel Garcia face-to-face. We got a world title match coming up tonight, guys.
We are going to unify the AEW World
How about
Championship tonight. Taz, it was 7 days ago at Dynamite after the conclusion of that epic 2 out of 3 falls match where Jericho struck and it left Garcia conflicted.
Yeah, it sure did. You see right here, Garcia pulling Jericho off. Jericho's eyes almost fell off his head. I got to tell you, Jericho wants an explanation from Garcia, and I think we're going to get one tonight to some degree.
Not only do we have an AEW World Championship Unification match, we also have the Dynamite semifinal in the AEW World Trios Championship Tournament, Death Triangle versus Aussie Open and Will Ospreay.
I think to see
Ospreay's here,
live. Ospreay across the ring from Pac is worth the price of admission.
Agreed. It's a good point.
Give me some of that.
Yes, sir.
And you know what?
I mean, not to mention Ray Phoenix and Lucha Bros, too. It's going to be an amazing match,
It
guys.
really is.
You know, those 6 athletes.
Jericho looks to be healing nicely from his broken nose and the stitches in his head. Man, what a crowd here tonight. And rightfully so. Could there ever be a better night to watch Dynamite here on
sound
TBS?
loud tonight, Cleveland!
It's a great sports city.
Welcome to Dynamite. And last week, there was a little bit of an issue between myself and one of my favorite members of the Jericho Appreciation Society. And we agreed to come out here tonight to discuss those issues and work them out face to face. So I want to bring out right now one of my favorite people in the world today, a future world champion and my protege, Daniel Garcia!
Well, Taz, after that 2 out of 3 falls match last week at Dynamite, the fans were chanting, "You're a wrestler," at Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, they look at Garcia. He's not a sports entertainer. You could just read this young man's face. He's conflicted right now. You could just see it. His body language, JR, is pretty evident.
I think that's as a result of his relationship with Jericho, because obviously these two guys are very, very close. Does it have that much to do with who's a sports entertainer and who's a pro wrestler? I'm not so sure about that.
I think 2 weeks ago when I was in the ring with Garcia and Danielson, you could see that Danielson was getting to Garcia at that time about the things he was saying about the young man's career. I think it started then. Wow, how about that? Fans have made their vote.
I'd say that's a compliment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be civil about this. Please shut up! Don't listen to them. They don't understand the connection that we have, Danny, all right? Last week, you had a classic match with Bryan Danielson, all right? You slayed the dragon, in my opinion, right? You want to cheer, you can cheer for that for sure. But at the end of the match, I know emotions were running high, adrenaline was running high. You put your hands on me, Danny, and you spun me around, you slapped my hand away, and listen, like I said, you had just gone through hell. I know you're probably a little disappointed because you lost the match. So I think we can work all of this out very quickly. I just want you to apologize to me.
Oh, my God.
That's simple. I mean, I think that's nice of Chris. Just an apology.
There's the ego right there. That's the ego I was talking about.
On which side of the fence here, Tom?
Yeah, well,
just apologize.
You knew how special that moment was to me. You knew how special it was for me to share the ring with my hero, Bryan Danielson. "30 minutes with my hero." People are calling it the greatest match in Dynamite history, and it's not even close. Rave reviews everywhere. I hung with my hero. The people who call him the best wrestler in the world, I hung with him for 30 minutes.
He sure did.
That match that I had last week, it's the kind of match that I always dreamt of having when I was a kid. When I was sitting at home in Buffalo with my mom, I dreamt of having that kind of match, and I got to have it last week. And I could only hope that there's somebody watching at home. Let it be my nephew, my little cousin Trey, a random kid anywhere in the country that wants to have that match too. I want them to feel the same way that I felt. And when Bryan stuck his hand out to me while I'm knocked out in the middle of the ring and asked me for a sign of respect, I didn't care if people called me a wrestler. I didn't care if people called me a sports entertainer. All I cared about was that moment, and you ruined it. You ruined that moment for me, Chris.
Listen, I'm sorry that you feel that way, but I want to remind you there's going to be plenty more moments like that for you, Danny, because you are the greatest technical sports entertainer in the world today. It's true. It's true. It really is. And deep down inside, you know you're a sports entertainer. And now I just want to hear you say it. Say it. You're a sports entertainer. Say it.
Well. What are we seeing evolve here, gentlemen, before our very eyes?
Well, as if Garcia wasn't conflicted enough.
Listen, Jericho is trying to make this whole thing about him.
And this is the man that Daniel Garcia considers his hero.
Well, not for nothing. Maybe Garcia should realize where his bread's buttered. Jericho gave him a huge opportunity, part of the JS. I'm just giving that's the facts. He did.
But after last week, what if there's a spot in the Blackpool Combat Club?
I think Danielson gave him the huge opportunity by wrestling him on TV.
Just because he wrestled him?
Yeah.
I didn't know Danielson was the matchmaker. Give me a hard time, Shivani.
Daniel, I see that your mentor here is trying to bully you into saying that you're a sports entertainer. Now listen, you can be whatever you want to be. I respect us wrestling last week, and in my opinion, I agree with all these people that you're a wrestler.
You're really gonna do this to me, huh? You're a sports entertainer.
Kid's put in a tough spot here, guys.
And I want to hear you say it right now. Look at me.
Come on, Chris.
Say it. Tell me you're a sports entertainer.
Stop it. I got my mentor here, I got my hero here, and you're trying to make me make the decision in front of all these people in public. I'm not doing it. I can't do that right here, right now. I can't do it. Leave me alone, all right? I cannot do this. Leave me alone.
Whoa.
Jericho shoved down.
Yeah, well, Jericho reached and put his hand on the kid.
For the second time in as many weeks, Daniel Garcia putting his hands.
And Danielson loves it. What an instigator Danielson is, in my opinion.
Taz.
What an incredulous look on the face of Chris Jericho, who now has 2 reasons for redemption.
This is all Jericho's fault. He's making it about himself. And the fans are doing the right chant right now.
Well, this didn't turn out quite like I thought it might.
No, me neither.
You know, Chris, I'm not the biggest fan of sports entertainment, but that was pretty entertaining.
That's pretty funny.
You know what pisses me off, Danielson, more than anything? Is people keep telling me that you're the best wrestler in the world today. Why is it I have been around you for 15 years and haven't seen it once? Huh? Listen, other people might say I'm the greatest professional wrestler of all time. And when you talk about longevity, reinvention, changing the course of wrestling history, I damn well might be. But don't forget this, you want to talk wrestling? I'm the last survivor of Stu Hart's dungeon. I remember every hold Stu Hart ever taught me. I'm Lionheart, Chris Jericho, and I know more about wrestling than you ever will, ever!
Oh, do you now? Let me ask you a question. Say we were able to ask your mentor, Stu Hart, who's a better wrestler, Lionheart Chris Jericho or the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, what do you think he'd say? If we ask your hero, Owen Hart, who's the better wrestler, Lionheart Chris Jericho or the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, who do you think he'd say? If we wrestled a match right here in Cleveland with the Lionheart Chris Jericho and the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, who do you think would win that match?
You want the American Dragon versus Lionheart, huh? Well, you got it. September 4th at All Out. But keep this in mind. The last time I was in the ring with you, I choked you out and put you out for 2 months. I'm going to do it again. And until then, watch your back, Bryan. Because you never know when I might be hitting you.
What is that? What? I don't know.
Oh, from behind, Jake Hager. What a shot to the back of the head.
He's not done. Hager's not done.
Hager planting Danielson in the center of the ring. Jericho always has something up his
Where
sleeve.
the hell did Hager come from? Was he under the ring?
Not sure. That massive monster Hager came out of nowhere. The wizard Chris Jericho just got one over on Danielson.
I think we got a big challenge, though, for the
Amazing.
for September 4th.
The American Dragon versus Lionheart live on pay-per-view at All Out.
That is massive, guys.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, so much great things coming up tonight. I think this will be the greatest Dynamite we've ever presented for you.